You know, I'm looking at Ben Shapiro's YouTube page, and the problem that I noted before is just as present, if not more so. All these videos' views are honestly not that far out of line with what I get on my channel, except for LOL. Ben Shapiro reacts to insane woke TikToks Volume 5, which has nearly 1 million views after 2 days. It really is astonishing. This isn't really him falling off. He's still like a massive figure, but it really does speak to what his audience is interested in. All the actual political stuff is just nah, 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 nah. Like, why doesn't he just do this? Why not just do volume 6, 7, 8, like consecutively over and over? Let's find out, you know. I see people with some wacky hairstyles in the thumbnails, you know, some gender non-conforming behavior. And I like going over these, you know. I think it's quite funny. 11 minutes and 45 seconds, too. Well, 3 minutes of that, at least, is probably advertisements. Let's find out. Ben, how you doing? Oh! Oh, that's right! We've got the boomer editing.
How many of these videos are there? I can't take it. Oh, guys, you're depressing me today.
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart
Hey,
rips
don't
in
copyright me.
And now.
Alrighty.
Okay, that's kind of funny, actually. I think that's actually quite funny. All right, that's all right. That's pretty good. That's good. Good job, editor.
Hey, folks, we are back for another round of never-ending torture from my producers. They have culled the worst of TikTok. They're going to force me to watch these like it's a Clockwork Orange, and I'm going to respond to them. So prepare for the suffering.
How are their dislikes? Oh, I don't know. There aren't that many of them.
Please, make it stop!
I'm just going to post this every time people ask me the same questions over and over again. My name's Farah. I am a trans woman as well as an intersex woman. My pronouns are she, her, they, them, or your grace. My eyes are tattooed. My nose is a piercing. I identify as a threat, a nightmare, and a goddess, so please bow down to me. I do not believe in God, I don't worship the devil, but yes, I am a Satanist, which means I am my own God and I worship myself. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, get ready for the rebuttal. Okay, let's the coherent argument being delivered in response. Let's go.
The last part's true. And to do this, you really must worship yourself.
But I'm the best.
I have questions just about, you know, decision making. I have questions about what happens when you have a cold, but you have a giant hole that you have put in the side of your nose with apparently some sort of heart hole punch.
Okay, I can't deal with this editing. The question about the cold is a valid one.
I have many questions. None of them are, honestly, I'm not sure I want to hear the answers. I mostly just want to bury my head under a pillow and scream.
Gotcha. I think, I mean, what's, there's not really even a political argument being delivered here, right? It's just like, oh, this person looks funny, I suppose. You think he could have, like, you know, this guy's supposed to be like a political debate lord. You'd think he could sort of have his producers put together a series of clips that demand some sort of refutation, right?
I think.
So I saw this video of a cop forcibly removing a mass subway commuter for asking him to put on a mask. And at first I was confused because there are signs all over the subway stations and subway cars asking people to wear a mask. But then it occurred to me, maybe the NYPD don't know how to read. So I skated to my local mask stand in Chinatown to pick up some masks for them and myself. Just because unemployment benefits ended and the government deems the economy more important than human lives doesn't mean that we're not still in a pandemic. Next, I went to Dunkin' Donuts to get some pig bait. I thought my look was giving, but not everyone seemed to agree. Finally, I hopped the turnstile like all New Yorkers do. If you're upset that I committed fare evasion, I just want to let you know I'm just following the examples of the pigs in this video. Previously, when I tried to give them masks as it was mandated on their job as cases were skyrocketing, they refused them. So this time I got creative and attached masks to a fishing pole with donuts as bait. And finally, it was time for me to go fishing.
Okay, they say we don't have enough.
Oh no, that's quite nice. I'm glad. I feel like I'm being a very lazy React Andy right now because we just watched the whole TikTok with no commentary. But I don't really have anything to add in particular. New York City cops are degenerate, and it is always okay to make fun of them. You know. All right, Ben, what do you have?
Enough of a social welfare net here in the United States. Let me just point out that this human being spent their entire day doing this and putting it on TikTok, and somehow is still going to have enough to eat for dinner. So I would suggest that we need to change our incentive structure.
What kind of weak-ass response is that? If they could do this and still make food. They probably got a ton of engagement on the TikTok. What they had a few hours free time and they didn't starve. What kind of weak ass response is that?
Maybe you should get a job.
All these videos are just filled with practical questions. Like, how do you skateboard in those heels?
Because they're cooler than you. I don't know. Oh my God, it's the Gmod map. Hello.
If I'm a cop, nothing says I'm going to comply with your demands that I wear a mask quite like you giving me quote unquote pig bait. What delights these
Wait, okay. I love this because he sounds like such a fuddy-duddy. Like, he doesn't even have anything to say. He's just like, well, you get a job, hippie. You, how dare you? Like, he's just, like, because he's supposed to be like, you know, responding to this, but it's clear he's just kind of annoyed at the disrespect this lady's given the cops, but he doesn't really have anything to say to that. So he's just sort of, you know, meh. Yeah, Ben's supposed to be like young and hip by conservative standards, I think.
You guys doing?
Felix got nothing.
So I have this thing.
He had nothing. Absolutely nothing to that fantastic. Listen, okay, hold on. I could have done better than that. I could have done much better than that as Ben Shapiro. You know, like nothing else, no jokes at all, you know? Maybe they didn't take the bait because our nation's finest deserve better than Dunkin' Donuts. If you had gone maybe to a boutique or a classic, you know, high quality donut shop where it costs about $2 per item, then maybe, you know, that would have worked. But you probably can't afford that because all you like, you know, some hook. These videos are edited. I live stream. I have to come up with this on the spot. He can sit there and think, what would a funny retort to this be? And that's what we got. We got, well, you have a job. Yeah. That wasn't much better, to be honest. Okay, well, you know what? I think it was very slightly better. Donuts don't cost $2 where you live. In every donut shop I have ever been to, regular donuts at like a Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme or whatever are like 50 to 90 cents per. But if you go to like a nice donut shop, it's $2 to $3 per. That's usually what I get, you know. I one or the other, you know. I think getting the slightly more expensive ones are usually worth it because if you eat a bunch of those like cheap donuts, you just don't feel good afterwards. But you can eat one of the like nice donuts and it's like it feels like a meal. You know what I mean?
Call it a little quirk, if you will. I have hair in my armpit.
Cool.
I have it there for a few reasons. 1, lazy. 2, the patriarchy. And
Cool.
3, your response to them tells me everything I need to know about you.
Don't worry, they're not seeking attention. None of these people are seeking attention. It's amazing. They demand nothing of you, right? This was the argument. Wasn't this always the argument? The argument was they're not demanding it. They just want to live life the way they want to live life, except they demand your full acceptance. If you look at people and you say,
Wait, they didn't even say they demanded anything of you. First of all, the haircut on its... Listen, I'm not defending the haircut or this incredibly obnoxious, like, Disney pantomiming. I do notice, by the way, that Ben Shapiro is saying they, like, is using the singular they quite a bit in this video, which I think is quite interesting, you know? What did this person say that was asking anything of anybody?
In my armpit. I have it there for a few reasons. 1, lazy. 2, the patriarchy. And 3, your response to them tells me everything I need to know about you.
None of those involve asking anything of anybody else. All of it's just... I mean, they're saying it's a statement, but it doesn't... Yeah.
don't worry, they're not seeking attention. None of these people are seeking attention. It's amazing.
See, it's not...
They demand nothing of you, right? This was the argument. Wasn't this always the argument? The argument was they're not demanding it. They just want to live life the way they want to live life, except they demand your full acceptance. If you look at people and you say, it's strange that you have decided to shave the front of your head, leave a ponytail.
I'll let them have that one.
And leave your armpits unshaven while wearing sleeveless shirts. That's my problem? It seems like more it's your problem. Don't demand my attention.
Well, wait, hold on. If you just unprompted come up to somebody to insult their haircut or their grooming decisions, isn't that your problem? Wait, Ben's making the argument that this SJW person is like doing it for attention and like demanding stuff of people, but Ben's defending unprompted coming up to this person and making comments on them. You're the one defending involving other people, Ben. You're the one engaging in the imposition. And also, I wear sleeveless tank tops all the time, and I've never shaved my armpits, so.
And then when I give you the attention, you get very offended by the attention.
No, but they didn't ask for attention. At any point, they just said your reaction to it tells me all I need to know about you. That's not saying, hey, come up to me and give me your lowdown. He doesn't understand this.
It's the most childish crap ever. Seriously, it's super childish. It's what my 5-year-old does.
Insubordinate and churlish.
Act like children, be treated like children. Seriously.
I don't know, Vosh posting to social media is kind of attention seeking. Yeah, but that's everyone all the time, everywhere in social media, including Ben Shapiro. Like that doesn't really count, does it? Like you're attention seeking by putting it on social media. It's social media. Like you just, yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously. Oh. Hello. He's working on it.
This is our son. Man, I feel bad for this kid. Seriously, I feel bad for the kid. And there will be a kid born into a family without a proper father and mother. That's sad. Here's the thing.
You know, imagine being just going to guess they're a trans man. Imagine being born to a family where it's a trans man and a trans woman, right? And you know, you're being raised, you're a kid, and then one day you have the shocking realization that your parents don't have the genitalia that you would expect them to. And somehow this compromises your being raised. Somehow this invalidates. What is this? Not a proper male role model? Where did Ben's father like do the helicopter in front of him when he was a kid? Like what element of being a proper male role model has anything to do with the genitals you have? You know? It's like, well, then, if this man is giving birth, and this is the man in the family, then can you explain to me then exactly how he is supposed to do the helicopter, how he is supposed to do the spinny dick in the bathroom with the door open, therefore embodying in you a proper lesson in the virtues of manhood. Like what's missing?
It's all fun and games until 2 generations from now there are no children and our society is a complete wreck and waste of itself. There are other societies that have not decided to carve out the heart from maleness and femaleness.
It's a very real problem. Funny, by the way, considering that you know, Ben's also quite a staunch no having sex until marriage type. Isn't he? First of all, this person's literally having a kid in the video. You're looking at an extremely pregnant person in the TikTok that you're looking at, like an exceedingly pregnant person. Additionally, isn't Ben Shapiro and conservatives in America in general, aren't they constantly shitting on the black community for having like more kids than the rest, you know, than what you're supposed to have? It's funny because like if you have more kids than the expected amount, you'll be called like a welfare queen or like whatever. But like apparently now we're under threat of people forgetting to have children. What?
And those societies will continue to thrive and exist. Ours simply will not. We'll get to
very
more
real
woke TikToks
problem.
in just one moment.
Oh.
First, let's talk about how Daily Wire was built. So when we started Daily Wire, it was literally going to grow. Driven. Or company solutions like handle my word for it business.
Men's bathroom.
All right.
So I am a cis woman with IBS, and I use the men's bathroom. And I've seen a lot of videos of trans men who are in public bathroom stalls with.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can follow this. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna have to do math on my hands to keep track of all this.
Business set up today.
So I am a cis woman with IBS, and I use the men's bathroom. And I've seen a lot of videos of trans men who are in public bathroom stalls with somebody in a stall next to them, just farting and shitting and being gross.
I have a question. Stop it right there. Why are there videos online of people in stalls in bathrooms, period? Doesn't that make you the perv? Also, what else?
Depending on the context, a little fair. Is she in a stall here? Yeah, okay, all right, okay.
What else are you supposed to do in a bathroom stall?
what?
I mean, aside from like if you're Larry Craig and you're actually like trying to solicit some sort of action in a public restroom, what are you supposed to be doing except for taking a dump in the toilet?
That's right, buddy. You show that turd who's
Okay,
boss.
wait,
we can
what
continue.
are we? Yeah, wait, continue. Like, what is she talking? Is she in a thing? Wait, what are we talking about?
But I don't know why we're continuing. Really, I don't want to. I want to run directly through this wall, leaving a Ben Shapiro-sized hole in the wall. That's what I want to do right now.
Leaving a Ben Shapiro-sized hole in it, like a little kid. Like a little kid, you know. Okay. Just, come on. No, stop.
And it just makes me think about this time that I was in the Walmart bathroom just having a bad IBS episode in the men's bathroom. And I was the one just blowing it up. And it wasn't until much later that I noticed there was just a silent guy in the stall. After like 5 minutes of just me being disgusting, I hear like a little shift and I'm like, and so every time I see those videos of trans guys talking about how gross men are in the bathroom, I never want to be invalidating, but I want to be like, what if it's a woman? It could be a woman. It could be me. What if it's me?
So that's the takeaway. The takeaway is that women take dumps too?
That's impossible!
Yeah.
That does seem like a bit of a esoteric problem. I'll admit it does seem like a very niche concern. You know, if you go in the men's restroom, what if the person blasting ass in the stall is actually a woman? Okay, I'll admit. Okay, all right. Edge case.
Yeah. How many of these videos are there? I can't.
Wait, that's it? That's it? It's all you have? I don't think it was a concern. She was just trying to be funny. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm too old. I can't tell if it's a joke. Godspeed. Godspeed to everyone. May Christ's blessing. Christ is king. May his blessing reach all of the TikTok people. Prayer, blessing, peace be upon you. Inshallah. There we go.
My brain cells are all dying. By the time we get to the end of these TikTok videos, I will not be a functional human being. I'm just going to be babbling.
You didn't even have anything to
like
say
Joe
there.
Biden by the time you've destroyed all of my neuronal connections.
No nuance November. Here's everything that's wrong with America. Let's go. Firstly, for context, my name's Emma. I live in Australia, and I have degrees in sociology and law.
Okay, stop for a second. One.
Hey, yeah, agreed. First of all, I don't want to hear shit from an Australian. That's one. For two, listing off your degrees before complaining about America comes off as pretty pretentious to me. But, okay, Ben, you take it away. What's your probably less substantive criticism?
Degree in sociology. You're a professional useless person. Two.
Hey, got him!
You're in Australia. I don't want to hear about your opinions on what's wrong with America.
True! Ben got him with that one.
I don't give a shit. I really don't care. Like, you're busily locked down, like, for the 900th consecutive day on an island. Like, congratulations to you. Why would I? One of my favorite things about the left is that they think that I give any shit at all about what foreigners think of the United States. Like, I do not care.
Not Australians. Jesus Christ. We're talking about a country where if you fail to properly strap your shoe harnesses in and your gravity buckles aren't properly calibrated, you just fall off the earth. Like, I don't know why we even thought it was worth it, like, to go there to begin with. Like a fucking waste. And they're so busy with all of that, you know. They don't even have time for the rest of the shit. Yeah, fun fact, the boomerangs were originally sort of Aborigine climbing claws, you know? They would live on the roofs of caves on the underside of the planet, and every once in a while to go out into the sun, they would sort of, you know, and then when the Westerners came in, they thought, "Oi, this is spinny stick. You throw it and it comes back," and it was just total accident, you know. A lot of Anglos fell off.
I could not care less.
Number one, in a surprise to no one, what's wrong with America? Guns. Y'all are
Well, yeah. Australians.
obsessed with your right to bear arms. Here's a concept. I don't give a shit.
The feeling is mutual, lady. Why do I care about your feelings about our right to bear arms? Guns. I don't like your guns. Well, good. You live in Australia. Stay there. No one asked you.
Do you see this person next?
Okay, wait, that was a really weak TikTok video. You're gonna like list everything wrong with America. You do a 20-second lead up and then finally you're like, the guns. Like, really? That's the issue? Like, not... all right.
Next to me, E is my friend. C has had to put up with a lot to get to where Per is today. I just want to let Glint know that Thon is valid, that verb pronouns are valid, and that Sarah identity is valid. I wish Void all the best.
Who's the person
and look forward
next
to
to
maybe
them?
even seeing some of their lovely content someday. Please, treat them with respect, and I'm sure A will respect you too.
Who are we referring to? Who's
is there
next?
a person next to this person?
Yeah.
They said E is next to Jim, which is next to Void, which is next to...
Oh, it's meant to duet with. Oh, you duet with them. Okay. So you do that, and then you respond to it with your video next to it. This feels like a logic riddle. Yeah, like this person is like the gatekeeper of the hidden path, and you have to like solve riddles 3 in order to unlock the way forward.
Zerbi, ver, e, ah, ting tang.
Ooh,
walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee, ooh ting tang. Walla walla bing bang.
I don't get it.
I have no idea what that was. Maybe it's a brilliant form of, really, like I made a Clockwork Orange reference before we even began. I'm wondering if this is just like a brilliant new form of sci-fi that is filled with, you know, various new terms. Like you're having a milk, but it's an actual like alcoholic beverage. And I don't know what just go.
Wait, no, he's onto something right now, don't you think? He's like, wait, well, what if linguistic prescriptivism isn't an effective way of understanding the way terminology evolves with time, you know? It may be called milk, but it refers to something else. So maybe language can adjust with time to adhere to different social prescriptions.
Is this the last one? Please, God. Is this the last one?
Is it?
So it's 2. You lied to me.
2 more.
No nuance November, I guess. This one is simply, if I'm pissing off Ben Shapiro, I must be doing something right.
No! This is too self-referential. You can't... Ben, you're too big to go after these. All right. Well, now he's going to do a big show about how he's not pissed off or whatever. What are we about to see? What is it? These don't work if it actually gets... if the bait gets taken.
You haven't pissed me off. I don't understand who you are. Which person is this?
Pronouns em, ers, z's, and zers.
They're from
that's the same person? Well, I'm glad this person grew out their hair. So that's good. I'm proud of Giger Void McE. We've crossed all barriers now. They make TikTok videos, I respond to the TikTok videos, and then they completely change into different characters and respond to my TikTok videos, and then I respond to their TikTok videos.
No, he keeps using the singular they, like, over and over and over again. Yeah.
It's an infinite regress of brain-melting stupidity.
Huh? Okay. Let me just finish the TikTok. Just stop. Finish the TikTok, please.
No.
Finish. Okay. RGR might have had a point. There might have been a valid argument. This is a good emote, by the way. Do we just leave this one to Ben? Do we just sort of back off? Those two are both kids. They've got to be like 16 or something. Those are both kids. I don't know how much there is politically to go over here. They're just both like really cringy, but like I was also really cringy when I was really young, but I didn't have TikTok back then, and I'm very thankful for that, you know. There's actually a YouTube video of me that's been private a long time ago. I must have been like 13 or 14. I was walking with friends to go to the restaurant, and we were being cringy as hell. Like, so cringy. We were just like the cringiest little 4chan browsing teens. and I got to that one, but if we had TikTok back then, it could have been all over for us. It could have been all over.
Just lost his will to live.
I got nothing for you. This is no longer cute. You need to go get a job. Stop being dependent.
I don't think they're old enough to get a job. I don't think they're old enough. They can't get a job. This is good. This is good. What is this? Is this like bleary, like drugged out? I can't even. This is good. There's value here, I think. Let me it needs to be squared better. I can move the square a bit to the right. Yeah, we should immortalize that, I think, maybe.
On the public dime. All of you people on TikTok, go get jobs. Become productive humans. Enter into meaningful relationships. Go do something useful with your lives. Please, for the love of God. Well, now that what is left of my brain is not allowing me to say words in sentences anymore. Yeah, guys, you keep going this way. You keep torturing me this way. You keep demanding in the comments that I continue to make these woke TikTok response videos. You keep doing this, and you will get me to run for president eventually. And I will be just as dysfunctional and non-functional as the current president of the United States. Just like there will be no brains left.
Oh, there you go, folks. That's a promise. That's good, though. Really, though, with that bit at the end, I mean, a lot of it is just kids being cringy. You know, kids being cringy online. It is remarkable, though. There's almost like a, okay, here we go. I think this frames it a bit better. This is quite good, you know? That's quite good, I think. I might rotate it slightly so that it's centered. I can do that pretty easily. Yeah. We'll decide what it means later, okay? What matters is that we have it and it's ours. But anyway, with regards to the what was I saying? With regards to the cringy online stuff, you know, I feel like that's just a consequence of social media being accessible to young people, you know? Some of them are going to do that sort of thing. With a little teeth in the wolves or whatever. It's yeah, I don't know. Ben didn't really say a single bigoted thing outright, though, did he? No, he didn't. In fact, if I wanted to be cynical, I could actually argue that the reason Ben is using the singular they and he's not saying anything explicitly bigoted in any of those TikTok reacts is because he's trying to appeal to the slightly conservative, younger TikTok using demographic that might be interested in his content. Or if he was there talking about how trans people don't exist and racism isn't an issue, he would alienate a lot of younger reactionaries who are really just in the anti-SJW stage of their conservatism. So instead, he's keeping it minimal and keeping it to the, you know, the kind of thing that, you know, just very light, mildly conservative React content. In fact, I would be surprised if he wasn't doing that deliberately. The constant use of the singular they, rather than like insisting that, for instance, the trans guy who was pregnant is actually a woman, like, you know, that to me, it suggests a different strategy. How did he gender the pregnant person? He used the singular they for like everyone in those videos, like pretty much everyone, I think. He might get more woke than you with all these neopronoun vids. Yeah, I'm not a grifter, so like I'm gonna stay consistent. And in 5 years, Ben Shapiro is going to be like a full neopronoun using, xeno gender using, you know, like mild reactionary, where he's like, I get z, them, vir, they, and void, but unque is not an acceptable pronoun. You know, I have many void and zir gender friends, and you know, like he'll be like, but it'll still be like there's always one step further he won't go.